there, my name is John McCarthy. Ever so glad you could join me for this round of golf here on PGA Tour 2K25. Par 4 is on the slate for this first hole today. Let's get on our horse here, rip it into the fairway, and we'll take it from there. Looks like about 150 yards to go. Oh, yeah, that's going to do just fine. Great work. Okay, 8 feet. Lovely to see us starting our rounds under par already. Good stuff. And on this one, the wind is picked up. It's going left to right. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. 16 feet to the cup. I think this one's breaking to the left. Looking pretty good. He managed to bring things down to 2 under after that one. And what will happen on the third? Let's find out. We'll have that. And we're setting up about 120 yards out. Oh, come on, that almost went. Ooh, setting up for birdie here. And after that one, you've brought your score down to 3 under. Okay, have a good drive out there. It's a par 5 on this 4th hole. Ooh, a little bit off on that swing. Make sure you check your swing meter. We're in the deep stuff here. That'll do. You send this ball home, you'll plop a birdie on the scorecard. Nothing wrong with that. That's in there. Here's your 4th birdie of the day. And after that, you're bringing things down to 4 under par. Okay, the wind's blowing on this one, right to left. Oh my, that was a vulgar display of power on that drive. Here's our second shot on this 5th hole. Decent approach there. See how you do with this 13-foot putt. I think this one's moving to the right. Oh no, it's right by the hole. Okay, just a few more inches to go. And our current leader is up by a stroke on the rest of the field. All right, par 4 here on the 6th. Have a good drive. You absolutely demolished that drive. And this one's about 140 yards or so to the pin. Boom, there's another green in regulation. Nice. All right, you've got about 6 feet here. And as that drops, that marks down your 5th birdie so far today. And now we're teeing her up on the 7th hole. Safe approach, nice. You could take this putt down. You could go to 6 under. And I think this one's breaking to the left. It's getting there. That was a good putt, and it drops in for birdie number 6 on the day. And now we have the par 4 8th. All right, setting up here deep in the spinach. Coming out of the deep stuff might not be enough. All right, let's leave this sand behind us. What do you say? Good work out of that bunker. Not much work left to do here. Okay, let's see what the next hole has for us. Okay, careful of the headwind out there. Just striped that one. All right, let's have a good second shot here on the 9th. That's safe. And if this goes, you could get down there to 7 under par. I think this one's going left to right. Starting this one out pretty good. Ooh, continues to be good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And the back 9 of this course starts with a par 5. Nice swing. Well, I hope you can hold on to the fairway. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. All right, on the green and under regulation, you got a putt for eagle, and that's fantastic. And you have this putt to get down to 9 under par. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Looking good. Might need a bit more club. We got a headwind on this hole. Beautiful swing. Nice shot. That'll do. This one's about 15 feet. This one's just breaking hard to the left. And that's in there for your 8th bird on the day. And our leader currently ahead by 1 stroke. And we're on the 12th hole. We got a par 4. Oh yeah, going for it. That's what I like to see. And that'll be safe in the fairway. I'm loving that. Oh, close. Pretty close with that chip. 3 feet to go. You might be on your way to quite a little streak here. 2 birdies in a row. Okay, the lengthy par 4. Good stuff. And this one's around 185 yards to the pin. third shot. And this will be your par putt here. And it's a two-stroke lead for our leader at the moment. And wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. Come on, get right. Good job. We're on the green. Okay, here's a 12-foot putt. Starts off pretty straight, I think, and then heads to the left. Going towards that hole. Beautiful shot. 8 strokes off the lead as we move to the next. And now the par 4, 15. Should be smooth sailing off the tee. Okay, green is elevated. Great work on the approach. You saw that one, didn't you? Okay, here's your birdie look. It looks like this one starts off pretty straight and then goes to the right. Nicely done, dropping it in there for the bird. Good stuff. And 7 strokes off the lead after that hole. 16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens. Swinging like silk. Taking driver off the fairway, are you? All right, almost. Well, flirted a little bit with the danger. You're in the fairway, though. Ooh, you almost got that. Okay, here's a 4-foot putt for us. And sitting at 14 under par after that hole. That wind is going right to left out there. Nice swing onto that one. I like it. I like what you did there. And this is your look at birdie. Next hole coming up, and you're 5 strokes off the lead. Okay, and now we've arrived at number 18. This one's a par 4. There we go. Nice contact on that one. And that one rolls just barely into the second cut. I'm okay with that. All right, let's do this. 18 feet to go. I think this one's going left to right. And with that, our time here is done. As this round winds down, it's 16 under par for you. And that's gonna do it for us here today. Thank you so much for the round of golf. And hopefully you did too. Hi there, my name is John and I'd like to welcome you to this event. Today we stand in front of a par 4 to start out with. Just pop this one out there into the short stuff and then we'll mosey on from there. All right, first drive is away. Have a good round. This one's about 105 yards out. There you go. That's what you want. Lining up for a 9-foot putt here. And good news, you're already under par today. Let's keep that going as we move throughout this course. In this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. Okay, this is extreme putting. Hopefully you get this to go. Hopefully you get this close. I would accept just getting close on this one. All right, you're starting this way out to the left. All right, that'll work from that distance. All right, let's go. This one's for par. And after that hole, you are currently 17 under par. We got a third hole, par 4 coming up here. Let's do it. Looks like a fairway off the tee here. All right, this one's about 125 yards out. Well done. Here's an 11-footer. Pretty straight here, a little bit to the left maybe. Good job. Currently 18 under par. All right, have a good drive here. Par 5 for the fourth. That was an extreme amount of force. Okay, about 200 yards or so to the pin from here. Nice. Okay, this is your eagle putt. Let's do this. That was amazing. Got a headwind blowing in our face on this one. Should be a good result off the tee here. Here's our second shot on the fifth. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. All right, 19 feet to the cup. I think this putt's going to break to the right. this has my attention. Oh, continuing to look good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. Now let's see what we can do here on the 6th. Just a pure swing. This one's about 175 to the pin. Come on, kick right, come on. Oh yeah, you'll take those all day. And this one is for the bird. Nice putt. That's your 4th birdie of the day. And you are looking at a 6 under at the moment. That wind's blowing right into our face on this one. And that approach was a bit wayward. Okay, here's our 2nd shot here on the 7th hole. You're gonna want to sink this one, to save your par. Our leader is 3 strokes above the field right now. And the par 4 8th hole is next. Ooh, came on to that one. Look at it go. Beautiful swing. Okay, hitting this one from the rough. This one might be a little long. And turns out you're just going to stick the green, so good stuff. This one's clocking in at around 24 feet. Looks like you got a line on this. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. Our leader has a 2-stroke advantage at the moment. Now the par 4 9th. That one rolled into the deep stuff, unfortunately. Safely on the green. Okay, this one's 20 feet. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Ah, no good. And for the par. Okay, that's 7 under par for the moment. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. Good gracious, you tattooed that drive. And 2nd shot on the 10th coming up. Nicely done. Here's a putt for 19 feet. And this one breaking just a touch to the right, I think. look at this thing. Looking very good.
Oh, yes, that'll go down. Nicely done.
Okay, nice little par 3 here on the 11th. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. And from 23 feet away.
Going up the hill and to the left.
Looking good so far.
Continues on a great line. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt.
And our leader is ahead by 4 strokes at the moment. Here we go now on the 12th. Going for the green. Great chip shot there, pure. That's pure. Okay, 7 strokes off the lead after that hole. All right, over to number 13, and this one's a par 4. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. Setting up here, looking at an elevated green. Okay, on the green safely. And now this from 12 feet.
I think it goes straight and then dives a bit to the left.
This one's on a good line. And the person in first place has a 4-stroke lead at the moment. Blowing left to right on this one. All right, first cut. Let's do this. Okay, we're on the green. All right, this one's from 14 feet away. I think this one's going just a bit to the right. That shot was marvelous. 13 under at the moment. Okay, stepping onto the tee now with this par 4, 15th hole. Okay, we're in the rough. It looks like it's sitting up pretty good. You might be able to get some good contact onto this. Doing all right, hitting those greens today. Well done. Here we go, birdie putt. And after that one, 4 strokes off our leader. Okay, I have a good tee shot here now on the 16th. Yep, that was a good swing. Well done. that's just fine golf playing there. That's on the green in under regulation. Well done. Drop this one for eagle. Let's do it. Looks like a right to left break. Nicely played. And our leader currently has a 4-stroke advantage on the field. See if you can use the wind on this hole, left to right. That was good stuff. Here we go, this putt for birdie. Ahead by 4 strokes at the moment. And teeing off now in a long par 4. I think this one will play. And this one's about 125 yards out. Yep, that's gonna work. This one's a 10-footer. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Putt's good so far. And you're gonna end up at 18 under. Wow, what a round. Well, that is all she wrote for me. I had an enjoyable time ripping around the links with you today. See you next time. to this event. And today we start off with a par 4. And with that, let's crank this first drive out there and get on our way. Good shot. All right, hitting into an elevated green. That should do nicely. Here is a 12-footer. I think this starts off straight enough, then it'll go right. That'll go down in the cup for the bird. And after that one, you sit at 1 under par. Wind's picking up out there. We got a headwind on this hole. I'm liking that one. Okay, this one's around 170 yards out. Really well judged approach there. Here we go, birdie putt. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Oh yeah, that'll work nicely. 2 birdies in a row for you. And after that hole, you'll bring your score down to 2 under. Okay, we're on the 3rd hole. It's a par 4. This one looks pretty safe. The shot's just about 95 yards to the pin. Way to go out there, champ. About 6 feet to go here. And after that hole, you are now 3 under par. Okay, now we go to the 4th. We got a par 3. Ooh, that was a beauty. All right, sink this, and that'll be for birdie. And that drops for your 4th birdie of the day. Bringing things down to 4 under after that one. That wind is picking up, blowing left to right on this one. And the tee shot looks like it'll be safe. And second shot here on the 5th. And maybe you want to dial a little backspin in here. This is a downslope that could be dangerous around the pin. Well done. That's another green in regulation under your belt. Here's a 9-foot putt. Nicely done. And after that one, you're sitting 7 strokes back from our leader. And now for the par 4 6th. I like that. This one's about 120 yards out. Approach shot worked out just fine. This one's 17 feet. I think this is going to go right to left. And you're finding your way around this course. That's your 5th birdie of the day. Our current leader is up there by 2 strokes currently. All right, making our way to the 7th hole. It's a par 5. Nice. That's some solid contact. It's about 195 yards to that pin from here. Ooh, this is nice. We had the distance dialed in on that one, pin high. This one's for eagle. So good. And after that one, 7 strokes off the lead. We got a nice tailwind on this hole. See what you can do with that. Good job. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. Good work out there. That's birdie number 6 today. Well, let's let this fly here on the 9th. Oh man, that was just striped. Well, like what you've done with this hole, just gotta drive the green and putt for eagle. Sounds good. All right, drop this putt and secure that eagle. Let's do it. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Ooh, that was close. Sink this and you'll pull down a birdie. Nice putt. That's for birdie number 7 on the day. And the person on top is leading by a stroke at the moment. Okay, we're starting the back 9 of this course with a par 4. My goodness, this one's not gonna land, I don't think. Okay, we're just in the first cut here. Hopefully we get a bounce to the left. Well done. That's a nice little approach shot there. And this putt from 10 feet. I think this one's gonna go a bit to the left. What a display. 8th birdie of the day in there. Okay, 6 strokes behind our leader after that hole. It's blowing out there. We got a headwind on this hole. Well, this one could play. You're gonna like that, won't you? This one for the birdie. And as we look at the leaderboard, the current leader is leading by a stroke. All right, 12th hole, par 4. Let's have a good drive. Beauty of a swing there. Dialed are you today? Look at that one. All right, time to check the scorecard. Current leader enjoying a 2-stroke lead at the moment. All right, here we go. 13th hole. This one's a par 4. Nice swing. Sounded great. And will you have a look at this? All right, 3 feet to the cup. And that'll do. And you're 6 strokes back from our leader after that hole. Let's see what happens here on number 14.
Oh yeah, that's a sweet spot there. Yeah, you launched it.
Okay, we're about 205 to the pin from here.
Oh man, good chip.
This would be nice to get for birdie. Our leader currently has a 1-stroke advantage on the field. That wind is blowing right to left on this hole. Oh, wonderfully struck. That's going to work just fine on the approach. And here's an 8-footer for us. And after that one, 4 strokes off the lead. All right, here we go. Par 5, 16th hole. Let's do it. Landing area slopes away from us. Might be able to get some extra yards. Ooh, watch this one run now. Okay, I'll accept that. Okay, this is about 240 yards or so from the pin. And 4 strokes from the lead. Nothing wrong with that. All right, come on now. This one needs to go for the eagle. Let's do it. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. Oh, happy days. That's in there for the eagle. Our leader is currently 1 stroke above the rest. Okay, par 3, 17th hole. Let's see what you do. All right, we're 33 feet out. I think this one will go left to right. Well, this one's on a line. This one's still on track.
Oh, and the putt won't go.
Little tap in for us here, not bad. Just 2 strokes off the lead after that one. And the wind's a little blustery, blowing right to left on this one.
Oh, we're in a spicy mood today, aren't we?
Time for our second shot here on number 18. We're on the green with that one. Well done. This one's 20 feet out. So far, so good.
And the putt goes down. Fantastic work.
With that, your event comes to an end and you're finishing in a 2nd place position. Pretty decent if you ask me. And with that, I say goodbye. See you next time.